Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
برامجنا متوفرة بالعديد من اللغات. يرجى زيارة suprememastertv.com/schedule.
So the devil told him, I have to tell you something regretfully that your wife is not a human. She's a snake.
Please keep watching to find out more.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
Today's episode will be presented in English with subtitles in Arabic, Aulacese also known as Vietnamese, Bulgarian, Chinese, Czech, English, French, German, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Japanese, Korean, Malay, Mongolian, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Punjabi, Romanian, Russian, Spanish, Telugu and Thai. Hufani Haji, that is how are you in Comorian. My name is Lian. The faithful people of Comoros pray for a renewed world in tune with the divine. Situated in the Indian Ocean off the coast of East Africa, Comoros is a small African island nation. Known also as the Perfume Islands, Comoros is one of the highest producers of the sweet-scented ylang-ylang, as well as the aromatic spices clove and vanilla. These amazing plants also live together with beautifully distinct orchid species found only in the Comoros. Their unique avian neighbors, all with different songs and calls, include the scarp's owl, the blue vanga, the green pigeon, and humbled sunbirds. An abundance of marine life can also be found in the coral reefs and crystal clear waters of this natural paradise. The island of Moili is a major nesting site for the endangered green turtle. One can spend a quiet summer evening turtle watching and enjoying the magical night skies. The colorful and vibrant Comorian people are welcoming and kind. Women's traditional dress includes the chiromani, made in colorful cotton prints. A finely ground sandalwood paste is often applied to the face to protect it from the sun. Men wear a long white cotton rubber long with the kofia cap, which can be intricately embroidered. This largely unknown archipelago in the Indian Ocean, with its natural beauty, is truly a treasure to behold. We were delighted to introduce heart-charming Comoros to you. Dear viewers, we pray for you to find your own paradise within your hearts. For decades, Supreme Master Ching Hai has illuminated our world with her divine teachings. A fully enlightened master, she imparts the Kuan Yin method of meditation to those desiring to immediately discover the God nature within to achieve in one lifetime eternal liberation from the cycle of transmigration. The Kuan Yin method has been practiced by all enlightened masters, such as the worshipped world-honored one Shakyamuni Buddha, the worshipped Son of God Jesus Christ, the venerated master and philosopher Confucius, the venerated Lord Krishna, the venerated master and philosopher Lao Tzu, the venerated Lord Mahavira, the beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji, and many more. Supreme Master Ching Hai emphasizes that if we always remember God, render selfless service to others, and follow the laws of the universe, we will reach our highest potential as humans and truly understand our purpose on earth. An extraordinary living example of compassion, she lovingly and regularly sends material and financial assistance to refugees, the homeless, natural disaster victims, and others needing relief. Supreme Master Ching Hai respectfully thanks all special individuals, organizations, leaders, and governments for all your genuine, loving, ongoing support. May heaven bless you forevermore. We, the Supreme Master Ching Hai International Association members, are also sincerely grateful for your expressive kindness, wishing you the best. Supreme Master Ching Hai receives love and recognition from various organizations, media, governments, individuals, and many awards such as the 2006 Guzi Peace Prize, considered the Nobel Peace Prize of the East, the World Spiritual Leadership Award in 1994, the Mahavir Award in 2008, February 22nd and October 25th, both proclaimed as the Supreme Master Ching Hai Day, an honorary citizen of the United States, etc., and has been honored throughout the years with numerous other awards and accolades for her outstanding philanthropic and humanitarian deeds. etc. We apologize for not being able to show many other awards and honors for lack of space and time. Supreme Master Ching Hai respectfully thanks all special individuals, organizations, leaders, and governments for all your genuine, loving, ongoing support. May heaven bless you forevermore. We, the Supreme Master Ching Hai International Association members, are also sincerely grateful for your expressive kindness, wishing you the best. A true voice for our beautiful animal friends, Supreme Master Ching Hai promotes the peaceful, loving plant-based diet and envisions, with humanity's awakening to the sacredness of all life, a tranquil and glorious all-vegan world where animals and people live in respectful harmony. Her initiatives included alternative living flyer distribution, the International Vegan Restaurants, Loving Heart, vegan food companies, vegan fur products, Supreme Master Television, as well as writing and speaking to influential government and media leaders, participating in televised conferences on climate change, etc. Whether you are aware of it or not, her efforts had an enormous influence on global awareness of the animal-friendly lifestyle and how this benevolent way can bring lasting peace among nations while saving our planet from climate change and disasters. Supreme Master Ching Hai has traveled worldwide and held discourses with the public and her disciples on a variety of spiritual topics. In another work-related phone call on Thursday, December 31st, 2020, our most beloved Supreme Master Ching Hai spent precious time to share her love and wisdom, answering some questions that members had on various topics. Today, we are blessed to present the insightful conference entitled New Year's Eve Ghost Stories Part 2 of 8 on Between Master and Disciples, given in English on December 31st, 2020.
Because it's always too serious, so I'm just reading you one of the ghost stories. Originally, I did not mark this story to read it to you, but today I was thinking to read something to you, and then I came upon this page, so I thought, oh, never mind, I'm going to scare them for a change. There are a couple of ghost stories. Actually, one is about a ghost, one is about a snake that became a beautiful woman. Both are kind of out of outer world, you know? It's not like human stories. A human, but not only half human story. So which one you like? The snake or the man with two wives? One ghost and one human.
The snake. The snake.
Snake? Okay, snake it is. Just because he became a beautiful woman, huh? You watch it now. Now it's like this. This is a story about a snake. I have to mark it so I know that I already read it. Mostly I just mark those, religious kind of stories, yeah, about the Jewish tradition and all that. But that we will have time for all that, okay? Today is almost like New Year, huh?
Yes,
and
Master.
after midnight already, right?
Yes.
What time is it? 1:31. Wow. Aren't we good, huh? We really work day and night, no? Okay, so we spare some time today to talk about the snake.
Thank you, Master.
This story happened a few thousand years ago. In Vietnam, we also have a story. I also have a book, and in that book mention also several snakes, that became a woman, yeah, and lure the men, yeah, to make trouble for them. Some make trouble, some just to make them fall in love. Okay, this story is about a troublemaker snake. A few thousand years ago, like long time ago, yes. There was a handsome young man. He's a horse rider. One time he rode across the desert, and then suddenly he saw one beautiful woman, beautiful girl, standing in the sand. They say in the sand, not on the sand, so maybe she's half buried or something. Maybe she covered her feet. He was so startled because of her beauty. She's out of this world beauty. And then he got the coup de foudre. That means, say love at first sight, yeah?
Yes, master.
Yeah. That in French, I get coup de foudre, no?
Yes, master.
Yeah, means you have got the lightning of love. The lightning of love strikes you. And then the girl came up to him, held onto his, the rein of the horse.
Yes.
Yeah, and then told him, I love you. Just like that. I love you. You should marry me. Yeah, and make me your wife. He never uttered any more words. Yes, no, he just lifted her up and put her on his horse together. And then he brought her back to his house. Then he married her. Yeah. Little did he know, this lady, this girl, was a snake. Yeah. And normally, whenever she saw somebody handsome like him, yeah, she would manifest herself, change, like, how you say, she would transform herself into a beautiful woman. And then she would ask him to marry her and then live with him, whoever that may be, yes. So he wasn't the only one. Okay, time passed, and then suddenly this handsome young man slowly felt unwell, and then he fell ill, seriously. And day after day, he was getting worse and worse. He became, haggard, skinny, lost weight, and his face lost color. He had nothing much of youth on his being anymore. He went to see many doctors, but none of them can guess or can, diagnose what's wrong with him. Yes. And they also don't know how to cure it because they cannot diagnose what's wrong with him. And because of that, day in, day out, day after day, he became weaker and weaker. Yeah. And losing more and more weight. And his life force seemed to be ebbing out of him. Just like a candle, is having less and less wax now and almost like gone, the light. Scary, no?
Yes.
Oh, aren't you glad you're single?
Yeah.
Me too. I'm not going to look for any beautiful woman in the desert, I'm telling you, after this. One day, it happened that his wife went out, and there was one dervish. You remember dervish, right?
Yes, master.
The Muslim follower of the branch of what's the name of that then? I forgot.
Sufi.
A Sufi, yeah, a Sufi branch of Muslim, yeah. So one of the followers or the priests, when went to that area and then happened to pass his house. And he went inside, he went to the door and asking for some alms, yeah? Like all the priests do or monks do when they travel. Because they don't have money with them. That's how they did in the old days, yeah? Like the Buddhist monks, it's a tradition of the monks. The monks of many traditions, they do that, yeah? They go, before they don't have even a car or no money to go on the horse, so they just walk around and they ask for alms wherever they can. And he went in front of the door and asked for alms. Then he saw this young man, and he asked him, "Hey, why are you looking so sick like that?" The young man said, I also don't know. And none of the doctors know what's wrong with me. So they can also not cure me. Yeah. And then day after day, I am getting weaker and weaker. Yeah. I don't know when I will be better at all. Yeah. So the Davis priest said to him, "Come here. Give me your hand. I have a look." He was looking into his palm, yeah? And he said to him, you have a wife, right? He said, yes, I'm married. So the dervish asked him, do you sleep with your wife at night? The young man say, of course. Yeah, but do you ever see your wife get up at midnight and go out of the room? He say, no, I never pay attention. So the dervish told him, I have to tell you something regretfully, that your wife is not a human. She is a snake. Oh, and then the man was very, very aghast. He could not dare to believe it, to believe what the dervish priest said. So and then the dervish priest said to him, okay, if you don't believe me, then you can try this and that. Okay? So the man said, well, please tell me what to do. So the dervish said, okay, you, today, when she cooked the soup, you put a lot of salt into her soup. Yes. And then you empty all the water in the house. None of the drop of water should be left. Don't leave any drop of water inside the house. But before that, you hide the key so she cannot go out. Yeah. And before that, you cut one of your fingers. And then you put salt on the wound so that the whole night you will be feeling very painful, so you won't be able to sleep. Okay? Like that you can see if she comes out or do something or not. All right. So, the man did exactly everything like the dervish priest told him. And then he pretended to lie down and sleep immediately. At midnight, his wife woke up, felt that's thirsty, terribly thirsty, because she ate the salty soup that he put some more salt in it. So she got out of the bed and tried to find some water to drink. But every container that for water was all empty. Not even one drop of water in it. So she tried to open the door to go out, but it's useless because no key, and she didn't know where the keys were. And the man pretended to sleep very tightly, didn't see anything. So she tried very hard, and then she could not go out, so she lay down on the floor, turned around 3 times, and transformed herself back into a snake so that she could slide, out from under the door gap. Okay, So she went out to the well outside, in the garden, and then hung herself down to drink some water from the well. And then she came back inside, transformed herself again into that beautiful lady, and lay next to him. Yeah, slept as usual. The young man, pretend to sleep, but he saw everything. He also did not say anything at all. Next morning, the dervish priest returned to his house and then asked him, "Did you see anything?" The patient said, "Yeah, I saw everything. I understand everything now." And then he told the priest everything that happened with his wife last night. So the priest said to him, "Now you have seen it all with your own eyes, eh? Do you want to get rid of her or not?" So the man said, yes, I want to. Because if he doesn't get rid of her, then he will die. Understand me? He will die sooner or later. Yeah, and very soon. After all his life force has been absorbed by the snake. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Yes. And the more she absorbs the human's energy, life energy, the more she becomes stronger. And then she can continue to do her trick. Yeah? Mm-hmm. All right. So the dervish said to him, "Okay, in that case, you listen to me. You tell your wife to bake some cake, some cakes. And then you have to light the oven yourself. Yeah, light the oven by yourself. Make the oven hot, as hot as possible, okay? And then when your wife bent down to put the pastry inside to bake it, then you have to push her in the oven and then close the door. After that, you use, it's kind of cement or something like that, yeah, to seal the door. Then I will come and tell you what to do next. Yeah. Okay. The young man did exactly what the dervish priest told him, and then waited until the oven was hot as possible, and then his wife bent down to put the pastry in to bake the cake. Then he suddenly got hold of her and threw her inside quickly.
Inspiring viewers, we appreciate your company for today's episode entitled New Year's Eve Ghost Stories Part 2 of 8 on Between Master and Disciples. Coming up next is The Path and the Creed, selections from Jainism's Holy Sutrakritanga Sutra, Book 1, Part 1 of 2, on Words of Wisdom, right after noteworthy news. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for more positive programming. May your spirits forever be elevated by heaven's grace.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/BMD.